Five, four, three, two, one. Hello and hello and welcome. Dun, 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 dun. I'm getting the music in my head. Doom, 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 Hello and welcome to another episode of Franklin and Douglas, where we talk about current events and give you bad advice. I'm Franklin, and with me, as always, is my buddy Douglas. Double D, how's it going?
Buddy, it is going great. Ooh,
Okay, look at you. Look at you.
surprised I could get that out with all the hungover in my system.
I swear. And yes, how was the show last night? As I was saying, I'm not tech savvy.
Right.
Is that what it's supposed to say? Yeah. I didn't find you.
You got it. You got it. Yeah, I did a stream with my brother last night from when we're recording this now, and it went really well. Like my brother, he's not like the most like outgoing social person. He's kind of quiet at most times. So it was fun, like trying to get him out there.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's my type of guy.
But it's funny because people ask questions, that kind of thing. They make comments and that, and so it was funny to see him like try to answer and try to get him involved in that. So it was a good time. Yeah.
I know he was like, "What have you gotten me into?" Just like you do to me.
He exactly was like, you know how it is. Your first time going on there and all these people watching you and that. So he was the same way. But he didn't need to have he didn't have his webcam up. I did a screen of his playing screen, so he didn't have his face up. So
okay. Well, maybe all of us can do build a little town together. Or he can join my town. My town is sort of sitting there dusty right now because I haven't been doing anything.
People were asking about where you're at. They asked if they scared you off. I'm like, no,
no, we haven't. I have just been busy and haven't had the time to get back on. But yeah, let's get that going. Get our little family together.
Absolutely. But how'd your week go?
It went pretty good. Let's see. I had to go to the dentist to get my yearly cleaning.
Ugh.
And I I'd have a night guard because I'm somebody who grinds my teeth at night.
Mhm.
And I asked for a day guard as well because I've found that during the day I'm clenching and it's stress, whatever, like that. And so they were getting me fitted for one. So they have a new tech and who, because it's all so fancy now and everything at the dentist office. You don't have to do those molds anymore and everything. They just take a picture of your teeth and do some sort of video inside your mouth. And so she was doing that. And then she was like, "Your teeth are so beautiful and white.
Oh
Do you
my God.
bleach?" I was like, "Oh, girl." I was like, "No." I was like, I got this done. I think it was like a year or so ago." And she was like, "Oh, okay. They're just beautiful." I'm like, "Thank you."
Like, the only thing I bleach is my butthole.
Ooh, I didn't get into that with her. Again, that's Franklin After Dark.
We'll drop the
my
link
God.
below for her favorite bleach kit.
Yes, I will. Other than that, and then so I told you guys I was supposed to take Frankie to get his hair done and everything like that.
Mhm.
And so, my puppies that I had before, I was going to take them back to the same groomer. And I set it back up online and everything and let them know it was a new puppy, a new dog and whatnot. And so they scheduled it. Now, mind you, I get there and she's like, "Is this Luna?" First of all, my heart breaks.
Aw.
And I'm like, "No, it's Frankie." And she was like, she started scrambling. She was like, "Oh, is he new?" I was like, "Yeah, that's what I put in the profile." So apparently, she needed all of his, shot information and everything like that. I was like, Okay, so why didn't you tell me to bring all that? Oh, I must have made a mistake and some stuff. So long story short, Frankie didn't get his hair done. I have to
Oh.
go back and get his hair done. And then the last thing she told me was, oh, there won't be a fee for the cancellation. And I looked back at her, I was like, I know there won't be. I was like, because it wasn't my fault, right?
Right.
As I'm holding my dog, shaking it at her. I'm like, oh my God, lady. So at any rate, I'll have to get Frankie's hair done another time when I have the time to go back and deal with that woman. So she was new because I'm like,
Deal with
it
that
was just
woman.
ridiculous. Yeah, deal with that woman. So, ugh, at
Don't
any
ever
rate,
talk to me and my son again.
exactly. I'm like, you know me. I'm like, I was like, you know what? Cancel everything and give me back my card from Luna too.
Aw.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe her. She was like, "Oh, is this Luna?" I was like, "No, lady. You're like the picture is right there. It's totally two different dogs." Oh my God. At any rate, so that's how that was. How was your week?
Yeah, I mean, besides the stream, I mean, got
Hmm.
some bad news. I am currently jobless, so if anyone is hiring, feel free to hit me up.
Well, don't hit them up just yet. We've got to get the stream going. We got to get our podcast going.
True.
So you're going to be busy, okay?
Yeah, yeah, no,
You're going to be busy rolling in. You stay positive. It's all going to work out. This is probably the break that you need mentally. It's
oh
all right
yeah,
though.
yeah, no,
You'll
yeah,
be
I'll be
fine.
fine for months. It's I may have to eventually come stay on your couch, kind of thing. So
I told you. I said, "Come on home, baby. Come on home." Me and Frankie, I told you, I'm working things out to get us going back out here. So
Frankie's gonna be
whenever
like,
you're
"Mama,
ready.
another one? Get him out."
And this one is staying longer.
Right.
No, you'll be fine. It's positive thoughts always sending to you. And,
Yeah.
as we always talk and everything, don't stress out. Even though we're in Trump's America, don't stress out.
I-
But we got this. We got this, buddy.
we do, and I appreciate you, so thank you.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
but speaking of Trump's America, what do you got for us today?
Well, I think this all ties in. It wasn't, planning on it tying in,
I know that worked out
but
great, actually.
it really does. I was thinking we're going through life and everything, why is everything so expensive?
Right.
I'm like, I go out and, just to get something and I'm walking out going, wait a minute, how much did all that cost? Eggs, milk, whatever your guys are getting at the grocery store, it's hundreds of dollars that you're walking out there of, and gas prices are expensive. I think I've sent you a couple of pictures where filling up my tank was like almost $102 every single time.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think about, everything being so expensive. There's subscription fees, there's, everyday prices that we have to look at. And so today we're going to talk about something, that people all around are being affected by, and that is the cost of living, the cost of everything going up. Like I said, you can go to the store, $300 later, you've only walked out with just a couple of things, and you're
Hmm.
trying to figure out, how the heck how the heck did we get here, right?
Right.
Remember, we could fill up a shopping cart for $100, and it would go a long way. Now $100 only gets you a rotisserie chicken and some almond milk.
I'll
you
say
know
like just 2 or 3 bags by the time you walk out. Like, what the hell did I spend all that money on? I don't have anything.
It's exactly, you're looking at it. I've never been, someone that, cuts coupons. You remember back in the day, I don't know
Hmm.
if my grandmother used to do it, have her little coupon book where she would cut coupons out and put them on, and, to save money and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm looking for deals like the 2 for 1, or, buy one, get one free kind of thing, and 50% off, where you have to really and truly look at what you're buying. So, to make your money last and go a long way everywhere that you go. It's not just at the grocery store. It's just regular shopping that you're doing. Everything is so sky high. And somehow you get to the register, and you're like, the total, and you're looking at it like, okay, what did I just buy? It's just for me. When was
Hmm.
the last time, I would say, you went grocery shopping and kind of like looked up and go, what did I just buy? You know,
Yeah.
I
I mean,
I
I
myself,
do a lot of like online shop like and have it like to go pick up. Because you know me, again, I don't want to be around people, but it's like even still, like when I'm adding things to the cart, like you look at the price, like okay, individually, you're like, yeah, yeah, and then when you go to your cart, it all of a sudden is like $100 for like five. I'm like, what the hell? And it's like
Right,
the most basic stuff. Like not
right,
even
right.
like I'm not even getting like premium like brands or anything like that. Like I'm getting the stores brand and stuff. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, I have been shopping mostly at Costco recently just to get, the bulk items to make them last. And so even at Costco, it's again $300 or $400 that I'm spending. But I look at it as like, okay, well, at least, some of the items I'm getting is going to last a lot longer than just
hmm,
the week. I'm looking at it as long term. It's like, and once I do shop there, I can last for the month of what I'm getting. Whereas when I go to the regular grocery store, I'm usually getting something for the week and it's still the same exact price. So I'm like, let me look at this.
right.
So yeah, I was just like, you look at everything that you're buying lately, and you can't afford anything. When was the last time that you went to a fast food place, or maybe to get some French fries or something like that? Do you remember anything like that?
Not that, not recently. I mean, I usually would get like some from like Dunkin's, like a coffee and
Yeah.
like hash browns or something,
Mm-hmm.
but even that is still like astronomical
Right.
compared.
Right. I mean, yeah, just remember, we could go to, McDonald's or a fast food place to get French fries or a burger
Yep.
and, walk out of there $5 or, something like that. Now it's like $20 and you're looking like, wait a minute, I just got a cheeseburger and French fries.
That's like even
And
like their
so
hash browns are like they used to be like what, 99
$3.
cents or something, like super under a
Yeah.
buck, and now they're $3. Like what the hell? Where do these
Everything.
potatoes
Right.
come from?
And going to the dollar store, now everything is $5.
I
I'm
know.
like, okay, what is happening here? It just
Right.
everything is so expensive. You could go to to a fast food place and feed your whole family for $10 or so like that.
Yep.
Now, when you go to get a meal, it's like you're making a down payment for a car. It's crazy to think, and you wonder like how are people living. And here in California, the minimum wage for fast food workers and for other workers has gone up to, I believe, like 20 or 21 or something like that, between 20 and $25 an hour.
Right.
And it's still, come on, that's still not enough. Whereas sometimes in other parts of the country, it's still at $7.
Yeah.
And, I think back to when, maybe when we first started working, what the minimum wage was at that time. And I'm just like, how in the world are people living?
Right.
Like, yeah, as a teenager, we thought we just had money just, coming out of the ears.
Right.
And now you think about it, and there's some people still out there making $7 an hour. And no, they have families to feed. And it's not teenagers that are, doing this. And so you look at all that stuff,
Hmm.
everything costs so much. You can't go out and buy lunch for yourself. Like I make my lunch every night to have for the next day. And because otherwise you're spending $20 to $40 trying to get something to eat.
Yeah.
And that adds up a lot. So you think about that, about how much it costs. And,
Hmm.
that's just for one person. You think about it for a whole family and how much they have to stretch their dollar to make sure that they have enough for the month, for the days and everything, gas, food, everything that goes into, the expensive that we have. So, I was also looking at subscriptions of how much, we have.
Hmm.
Do you know how many subscriptions you have?
I mean, it's funny you ask because I don't really know, but I'm gonna say like around, and I blame my sister-in-law for part of this because we share something. Don't tell them,
Mhm.
but I would say at least 10 subscriptions. At least 10.
Right. So now I found an app that saves me money by tracking all of my subscriptions. Okay.
Okay. How much does this app cost?
It's only $9.99 a month. Okay.
Well, congratulations. I think it found one more subscription.
And I thought about that. I thought about that as well. I was like, wait a minute, you have to have a subscription to tell you about your subscriptions, and now you're paying for
Yeah.
another subscription. So it's crazy, right? So you got
Right.
to pay for your streaming services. You got to pay for your food delivery, fitness apps that we don't use. At least I don't. And
Right.
I like to look at them though. I like to see all the pretty people working out.
Yeah, yeah.
And for, your music and all of this stuff that you have to pay. And somewhere out there, someone is charging me $9.99 a month, and I don't know what it's for. I just keep seeing a reoccurring charge, and I'm trying to figure out what it is.
And I mean,
You
that's the
know?
thing. Like, if you're not like you like constantly like staring at your account and that, like, that just comes
Hmm.
out, and it's still like a small enough amount that sometimes you don't notice it, but all of them together, when you look at them like in a sheet, it's like, holy cow, I'm spending this much a
Right.
month.
Right. And so it's like, uh, go to your bank account. And what I started to do earlier this year and kind of stopped, and I need to get back on track,
Hmm.
is making a spreadsheet of my monthly charges and seeing where, tracking and seeing where all of your money is going. And so it's like go into your bank account, download your statement, and start putting that stuff in. And I was shocked to see. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't even use this service. What is this?
Yeah.
What is this 14.99? And you got monitoring services that you have to secure your ID and things like that. I'm just like, man, if somebody wants to take me on the dark web, take them. Maybe they'll improve my money. I don't know,
Right.
But at this point, yeah, you count how many subscriptions and things that you have, and honestly, it's crazy to think about it. You can't even go out to enjoy, a concert or an event without again having to, fund a small country
Yeah.
before doing it. It's really extremely high, and so, um, what companies I think are doing, are they raising the prices because they have to, or is it just, hey, they're raising it to put money in their pockets? Again, we look at how much has gone up every single year. Rent, everything goes up every single year. Why? Why is it going up? I the cost of living, but we're still making the same amount,
Hmm.
and it it really is, it's rough. It's sometimes it really is. It just you got to just sit in the house and watch all your streaming services that you pay for,
Right.
right? I'm like, I was looking at this when I was preparing this episode. I was, scrolling through all of my channels. I'm like, wait a minute. I have Hulu, I have Paramount, I have Prime, I have all of these services, and I'm like, yeah, you're not doing the right thing here,
There was
you know.
the last time you were in town, because we were watching the series about dragons, whatever it is that you're into.
Yeah, which is coming out this month on the
Oh,
21st.
I was going to ask you about that too. But
House of Dragon is coming back. Yes.
I got that subscription just so we could watch it, and then I never canceled it, and I didn't even realize I had it till my sister-in-law was asking if I had it. I'm like, I don't think so, and then I went and logged right in. I'm like, I guess I do have it. I guess
Yeah,
I've
I
been
guess
paying
I
for
do.
this for a
Yeah,
whole
see?
year.
Right, and you never knew, and then
Yeah.
I had, didn't realize when I had gotten, like, a premium package for something that all of these apps were in the same premium package, and I noticed that, and I'm like, "Why am I getting charged twice for something?" I
Yeah.
had to go back in and cancel a couple of them because I already had the service. I'm like, "Oh my god," and that's how they get you. That's how it is, and again, yeah, you look at it, yeah, 9.99 might not be, $10 is not a lot to, that you think about, but you start adding that up monthly, and by the end of the year, you're like, wait a minute, where could that have gone to? What could I
Right.
have used that for? And so yeah, it's like go into your account, start looking up stuff. Everything is so overpriced with the gas prices and all the services that you have to have. And you think about it, do we need all of that stuff? Do we actually truly need what we have? I mean, okay, electricity, yes. Internet
Right.
services, do you need the streaming services? Because I mean, I'm not like working at NASA. I don't need all of the streaming service that I have. I don't need all the power that you have to do it. But
Hmm.
again, you know, you think about people who just live off the grid and are doing just fine. I asked you the other day, hey, what can I grow on my balcony.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I was telling my friend who just bought a house around the corner from me, I was like, we need to use your garden so we can start making things ourselves, you know,
Right.
vegetables and things like that, because it's crazy. And she was like, yeah, I don't have a green thumb. I think I'll just kill everything. So I'm like, we got to figure something out. And I was like, wait a minute, Douglas has a garden on his balcony.
I got some
But
tomatoes growing. I'll at least have tomatoes when the apocalypse happens.
right. And it's like some of those things we have to like really and truly think about. And like I say, when I go to the store, I'm usually shopping in bulk now just to make it last for the month
Yeah.
instead of, you know, weekly. And so at least I know that I have the necessities, you know, chicken, steak, whatever, you know, that it's going to last me for the full month, put it in the freezer and, you know, I'm good to go. But for the families that can't do that, or the people that can't do that, you
Hmm.
know, how are they making it? Honestly.
Yeah.
And I like I say, it was like I really and truly feel like I'm watching some of these, you know, shows on TikTok or podcasts and things, people living in their cars. Um, to save money. And they
Yep.
seem like they're happy, you know? And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just go ahead and sell my car, buy myself a SUV, and
Yep.
put a bed in the back of it, you know,
Yep.
and just and be happy and just I can go to the gym and that'll probably make me go to the gym because then you can go shower at the gym and everything.
Right.
I'm like, seriously, I'm like, I don't know. You really and truly, you know, think about it of how are people surviving? And I'm like, okay, if I could cut the cost of rent and just pay for a car,
Yeah.
that's huge, right? But then you think, okay, well, what if you want to just, you know, sit out or, you know, have a place to lay down for, okay, then you go get a hotel room for the night or whatever. At least you have the money to do it.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know,
I mean, you look at them and I'm just like, they like get out and like they like go in the shower. Like they make it seem so easy kind of. But I'm like, I know my old ass to be like all crumpled up, like trying to get up because I've been sleeping in the car the whole time.
right, right. But I'm like, I watch them and I'm like, some of these people are living in Teslas.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad, you know. And again, if you get yourself an SUV and a little air mattress that you put down in the back,
Yep.
you can make it work, right?
Done.
Yeah, right, and just get yourself like a little cooler for essentials that you need and everything. I think I watched this one where this lady, her husband works, and they have an RV, and they live in the RV and everything like that, and she goes
Hmm.
shopping and has everything ready, prepared, and when they want to leave, they just pack up and leave. So I'm like, and I've told you this before. I'm like, why don't we get an RV?
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know, but
I mean
I
that
think
that's the
that
thing too, but like I just wanted to say like if that's how you want to live and what you want to do, that's great. But a lot of people are forced into that situation because
right
of where we're at today. So
circumstances, yeah,
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 yeah.
and they take you know that way to do it. It's like at some point because we're all living paycheck to paycheck. It's
Hmm.
like okay, all right, well if I don't have this, then I can save and then go from here. But then it's like it just becomes more and more and more. You think about, okay, well, I don't have to pay for electricity. I don't have to pay PG&E and water and garbage and things like that. But you're taking the next step of okay, comfortable, being safe. Where are you
Yes.
parking? Where is it that you're staying? Because you know you can't just park on some street, rando street,
Right.
you know, you got to have your windows tinted and people are breaking into cars and things like that. So it's a lot. It really and truly is. And so, like I told my friend, I was like, I'll just park in your driveway.
Right.
I don't have to come in, you know,
I tell my brother and
but
sister all the same thing. I'm like, I'll be in your driveway. I'll just come in, do my laundry, and then go right back out.
and yeah, I was like, you won't even know I'm there.
Right.
But it's frightening. And, you know, for the families that are having to live like that and it's scary, you know,
Yeah.
and, you know, just like you were saying at the beginning of the show, you know, not working and you know, the stress of, okay, what am I going to do? But
Right.
you know, and how is it going to work? But again, at the end of the day, you know, we all find a way and we'll make it work. If we band together and make sure that we're communicating first and foremost to keep people out of depression or things like that, we just got to make sure that we're checking in on people, because you never know what someone is going through. And so for all those that are going through anything, just know that there are people out there that are living the same exact thing, that you never know what people are going through. And it can be tough. It can be extremely rough. And so at the end of the day, we're squeezing that last little dollar. And the good news is that you're not alone. The bad news is that after this episode, we're all going to check our bank accounts
Right.
and go, oh crap, what is this for?
Right.
So, but again, think about that, and how we can save and how we can, stretch our dollar longer, and what we can do to cut cost at in any way. So
Yeah.
hopefully this helps people, and lets you know that we're all in the same boat. We're all sinking together. So
Yes, we are.
right.
Women and children first. Get out of my way.
Okay. It's crazy. But at any rate, what kind of advice would you have for people that may be going through the same situation?
Yeah, I'd say flee the US, although I think other countries are doing the same thing. But as always, we want to remind our audience that we are not trained professionals, and our advice should not be taken seriously. By what qualifications do we have, Franklin?
Well, we survived the Castros 2 for 1 night without getting kidnapped by that man in a van who said he had drinks for 3 for 1. And we were like, that's a deal. Let's go. So we are able to lead you through life's challenges. Hit me with it.
Thankfully, we were all pretty drunk at that point, and we couldn't even find our way to his van. So good for us.
Stumbling. I think we got into the wrong van.
And that person, we're like, where's our drinks? Get out of my damn car. Anyways,
Okay.
Today we're people on our questions from Reddit's Am I the Asshole category.
Today, you are not the asshole.
Oh my God. I'm going to start crying. Okay. Thank you. If you have a question you want us to answer on the show, please feel free to message us, DM us. I'm going to have a lot of free time to read your DMs. So
You're so crazy.
send them on over. Maybe your question will be answered on the show.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So the first
Sorry,
one I have.
Frankie was out there barking on the balcony, people.
Aw, Mama, there's an intruder.
All right.
Am I the asshole for not wanting to give gas money when I'm owed money? So, I thought that was topical, right?
Yeah.
So they go on to say, I want to start off by saying I understand the price of gas and will be giving $20 anyways, but here's the scenario. I have a longtime friend who I recently asked to take me to a rental place to pick up a car for a small road trip in doing. It's about 15 minutes from my house. This friend said they would, but requested I send them gas money. I didn't cause a ruckus and said, okay, but I felt away because they owe me $140. They borrowed it about 2 months ago. I know, who's giving out $140? What the hell?
Hey.
Can I borrow some money?
Okay.
Aside from the money they currently owe me, they have borrowed money before, never paying it back at the designated time. They also ask for favors and help from me a lot. I also know they make easily $50K more than me a year, but have really poor financial management. I'm like, really? $50K more than what this person is making?
Damn.
Am I the asshole for not wanting to give the gas money? Please be kind. I'm really just trying to get perspective.
You know what? That person sounds like the asshole, because they're taking advantage of you. They're taking advantage of your friendship, if that's what you want to call it, and knowing that you won't say anything and that you're just going to do it. No, get that dude the middle finger and go get yourself an Uber and whatever you're. That and reply back to them. Where's my $150 that you owe me?
Right.
How about the 150 I gave you last month? You use that. Where is that? Yeah, people can be really just like, what do you call it? Dumb.
Lack of a better term, dumb.
Dumb. Right. That's
Mhm.
crazy. Yeah, to me that's rude. I mean, we've gone out before and we all, will buy the first round or we buy
Right.
stuff for each other. But it's never like you're just the only one buying it and we're just sitting back like, thanks, he got it. No, we trade off.
Yes.
If you've gotten the drinks, I'll get the dinner or vice versa. But it's like when we're going out and doing something, yeah, we all sit down and go, okay, here's my money for this. No, or when that person has, okay, look, I'm going to put it all on my credit card. You guys just, Venmo me back. We
Right.
do it. And if you can't do it right away, you say something. Hey, thanks for doing it, but can I get you, tomorrow? As long as you're communicating and don't just assume that you can
Right.
just, all right, thanks, because they make 50,000 more than you. But that's crazy.
And they
That
edited
is, that's,
to that. So the person that wrote this makes around 60 to 65K a year. So this person is making six figures on top of it all,
ugh.
borrowing money from the person that's making half of what they're making.
But again, even if you're making that much, it's still not going anywhere. It's still
I mean,
like
true.
it's still not enough, honestly.
Right.
It really isn't. But that doesn't mean that you can take advantage of your friends who are making less because they're struggling as well. It's crazy. But
Mm.
uh
And I get it because the price of gas right now, like I'm not sure how much it was when they wrote this, but like I don't drive, I don't go anywhere. And like when my car was
mhm,
at half a tank, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go put some gas inside or whatever. It's like almost
yeah.
$40 for like my tiny tank in my car for half a tank. I'm
I
like,
wish mine
oh,
was $40.
I know.
I'm like, I park that beast and just leave it there. you know, It's like don't go. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere extra because this gotta last,
Right.
right?
Oh,
That's crazy. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. And the guys at work, I always hear them, talking about, oh, hey, can I catch a ride? Talking to some, and I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if they're giving gas money. And I
mhm.
overheard some of them like, "No, I ain't taking him nowhere. He don't never offer no gas money." And I'm like, "Okay, well, that answers my question." You know? It's just they just think that, they assume like, "Okay, you're going that way. Why can't you just drop me off?"
Yeah.
But, you're stopping, you're, going somewhere else out of your way, getting off the freeway or whatever it is. It just, offer it. Offer, a couple of bucks, whatever it may be, or, "Hey, I'll get you lunch tomorrow,"
Yeah.
or something like that. Don't just assume that it's okay.
And that's the thing, if
Uh,
it's like a one-off time thing, like I'll probably not make you pay because it's like, ah, whatever. It's not like you make me drive you every day or something like that. But still,
right.
like if you offer something, that goes a long way. And that gets like, oh,
Mhm.
that's cool, whatever. But if you're someone that's just like, keep grubbing rides from people in this
Right.
economy, like,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
start
I
hoofing
would
it.
just say be like, "I'm sorry, I'm not going home tonight. I'm not going in that direction."
Right. I'm going the
You know?
complete opposite direction.
Opposite completely. That's crazy.
All right. So this one is, am I the asshole for telling a little girl that I'm not her dad? I mean, I think we've all been there. So
Okay, let's see.
I, a 31-year-old male, used to date Jane, who's a 32-year-old female, years
Mm.
ago. At one point, the question of what we wanted out of life came up. She wanted a family, I didn't, so we broke up on good terms and stayed friends. I kind of like that. Like, you want kids? No,
Oh,
bye.
bye.
Sometime later, Jane ended up pregnant after a one night stand with a guy at a party. Jane.
Nice. Damn, Jane. Man,
Damn. Jane was just having all kinds of fun at the party.
she sure was.
She tried to track him down, but couldn't, so she was left on her own to raise the baby.
Woo. The one night stand is no names, no contacts.
That guy
Just that
fled the country.
he was gone.
Now, Jane and I had been friends for a long time, even before we were a couple, so I didn't feel right about leaving her alone while she was going through all this. So I
Oh,
supported her during the pregnancy and after the baby was born.
nice.
I mean, sure, kids are
Okay,
gross. Just be
that's
like, take care of it yourself. In this
oh yeah.
economy,
In this economy.
I'm sort of
Oh,
like an honorary uncle, always helping out with food, money, and so on. Oh, she got him like that. Mm.
See, I already here it is. All right, keep going, Jane.
Yesterday, since Jane was busy with work, I went to pick up the girl, who I won't name for privacy reasons, from a
The
friend's
girl.
house. Right, the girl.
Mhm.
While I was talking to the friend's mom, I could hear the girls talking and I heard the following: "Who's that man? He's my daddy."
Aw.
After that, when the girl and I were in the car, I gently explained to her that I wasn't her dad, but more like an uncle. She kept her head down the whole way home. Aw.
Aw.
That night, Jane called me and scolded me for being cruel to the girl. Apparently, she cried all night because of what I said.
Aw.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a dick move. Okay.
What was I supposed to do? Lie to her and say that I was her father? Jane said it would have been better if I had ignored it or even played along, but that seems crazy to me. Am I the asshole?
I mean, for breaking the little girl's heart, yes, you are. I think that it could have been a discussion that you had with her and her mother, and just to sit down and say, "Hey, you know, I love you to death. I am in your life to help and support you, but I want to make sure you know that I'm not your father." I don't know, but just to tell her like that in the car and see her devastation, yeah, that's a dick move, man. And the poor little girl, she was devastated. Oh, that's my daddy. Oh.
Gross.
And you would be the jerk who would be like, "Excuse me, I'm not your daddy."
Yeah. I don't know what you heard. I don't know what your mama told you, but no,
But I ain't your daddy.
you're not related to me. Your mama's broke and I
Oh,
keep giving her diaper money. And that's it.
exactly. And she and you're a one night stand. You're a bastard child.
Say, hey, your daddy, we don't even know where he's at. Your
You don't
mom,
even know what
he hit it and quit
he hit it and quit it and left the country. I just want
it.
you to know that, little girl. Oh my God, could you even imagine?
That's how
She's
bad he didn't
devastated.
want you. He heard your mom was pregnant. He left. He
Uh-huh.
ran.
And I broke up with your mama because I didn't want no kids. Now here you are. My God, that girl would be devastated.
Just
So now
these
the conversation,
sitting in the car staring like wide-eyed.
but now the conversation is gonna have to be even harder with her because now she's gonna ask, "Well, who is my daddy?"
Yes.
So this is what happened.
Right.
So
When
you're a whore, man.
when a woman and a man love each other very much, one night after three adios
Tequila
motherfuckers.
shots.
Yeah.
Oh, we shared that love together and created you. Now, sure, I don't know his name and where he is,
Right.
but he gave me you, and I'm so blessed.
Ugh.
Vomit.
But yeah,
That's
I don't,
terrible.
I feel, good for him for stepping up and helping out his friend in that. But at the same time, just like, what has his friend been telling this girl?
Probably, yeah, what's she saying? Your daddy's gonna come pick you up, because that's all she wanted. She wanted him in the relationship, and she wanted a family, so she just hooked up with somebody, she was like, "Now I got you." So, here you
Oh,
are.
wow. I didn't even look at it
Daddy.
from that aspect.
Mhm.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Is that why
there you
you
go.
got pregnant with Ray Ray? Keep me
Exactly, to
around?
hook you. To hook you.
Look
Yep.
where he's at now at Auntie Mel's. uh,
Oh my god.
well, on that note, that's all that I had for this week.
I think that's enough. Thank you so very much, everyone, for supporting us and the comments and everything like that. So, and hopefully you guys are making it just as much as we are.
I
Anything to
agree.
take us out on, Double D?
Yeah, I mean, hang in there. I mean, can things get better? Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, like Franklin said earlier, there are other people going through it as well. It's not just you alone, but hang in there. That's all we can say. And keep listening to the show.
There you go. And the side note, today is June the 6th. Tomorrow is the 7th.
I was waiting for you to see that.
I just looked back, even though thank you for keeping that up because it is Prince's birthday tomorrow. But I'm like, wait a minute. I kept looking at the calendar and looking at, I'm like, this guy, I swear.
I've been a day ahead the past couple of days, and I just realized because I'm like, I know Franklin's going to say something about the date. And then I looked at like my watch. I'm like, oh shit, it's a day ahead.
Yeah, throwing us off. So, at any rate, yes, people, tomorrow is the birth of Prince. So, happy birthday, Prince.
Happy
I've
birthday,
been watching.
Prince.
Yeah, I've been watching all of the festivities because this week they were doing a birthday celebration in Minneapolis, and I've been watching all of the the stuff. And he's got a new album coming out in August. So yeah, excited.
Oh. Well, in honor of
Okay,
Prince's birthday, in the comments, tell what's your favorite Prince song.
there you go. All right.
And on that note,
And
bye.
that note, bye.